biggest concern as we approach Tuesday and this very, very important midterm election in terms of voter integrity, in terms of voter fraud? What are you watching for? What do you fear?
Well, my fear is that the Democratic Party, I don't know if you are aware, the Texas Attorney General is investigating the Democratic Party because they send mailers to non-citizens, and in the mailers, the citizenship question was pre-filled for them. So they're using these people to go and vote without letting them know that some of them will be prosecuted, deported, and they will never have a chance at citizenship.
It's very, very clear that we have a voter fraud problem in this country. There's a huge voter fraud problem in California, although the Secretary of State doesn't want to admit it. But many states clearly are not taking this seriously. The top states with more registered voters than people, top states with more registered voters than adults in the state, California way at the top of the list, 1.7 million. That's enough to swing any election. Michigan is second at 250,000. And many of those, we don't know how many, Ximena, we don't know how many, but many of these people who are still alive and not dead are non-U.S. citizens, and they need to know the consequences of being caught.
Correct. For example, there is Rosa Ortega from Mexico is facing 8 years in jail. And then Crystal Mason from Texas, she's a U.S. citizen, but she had a felony, and she voted in the 2016 election. So there is citizens doing this too. There is also Leticia Sanchez. She's been indicted in Texas for sending absentee ballots to elderly voters, and she was pre-filling them for them.
DefendingYourVote.org is a website that you are affiliated with, and you chronicle a lot of these cases, and good for you. Because the American people need to know that these are criminals. That's what they are. When they go to vote and they are not a United States citizen, they become necessarily a criminal. And, you know, we've caught a few, not very many, and these people have been charged and they're paying a price. Now, clearly, you're not from the United States originally. I don't think I'm out on a limb saying that. You must be from another country originally. Are you a United States citizen now?
Yes, I became a U.S. citizen in 2011, and that's another point that we need to make. Many countries, like the one I came, like Colombia, have voter ID laws. You cannot vote without an ID. And if India, one of the poorest countries, has voter ID laws, you have to have a membership to go into a place like Sam's Club. Why not? Why can we not implement this in a country like United States?
I think it makes total sense. And if you have to show some sort of ID to buy beer or get on an airplane or open up a bank account, you would think that we want to protect our most precious resource in this country, the franchise, and that is the right to vote. Now, you folks have produced some public service announcements. We call them PSAs in this business, and they're running on the internet, maybe on television. They're hopefully sending the message out in Espanol about voter fraud, and I want to play one. Roll tape.
Vas a votar el martes, ¿verdad?
No puedo, no soy ciudadana.
Mi amigo nos puede ayudar. Podemos marcar la diferencia.
No quiero acabar en la cárcel. ¿Tú sí?
Nunca nos descubrirán. Yo voy a votar.
Te podrían deportar y perder cualquier oportunidad de convertirte en ciudadano. ¿Eso es lo que quieres?
Quiero que mi voz cuente ahora.
Si realmente te importa ese país, hazlo legalmente y entonces tu voto sí contará.
Entendido.
Pagado por Protect Our Vote.
Okay, so the hairnets and the acting, I don't know, maybe not so good, but the message is good. It's pretty clear. And it's interesting that you chose Spanish to send this message.
Well, because if you think about it, like, we have channels like Fox and One American News, and you guys are actually doing a good job at passing news. In Spanish, you have Telemundo, Univision, Voice of America, and they're really, really biased. And the Democrats are using the Dreamers, and like the Attorney General is investigating the Democratic Party already for, using these people, and they're probably not aware of what will happen if they go and vote.
Well, God bless you.
Just in California, 25
Yeah, God bless
Sorry.
you, Ximena, really, for doing God's work. You've only been a United States citizen 7 years, and you're doing the work of a million United States citizens. Thanks very much for doing that. I learned long ago, you don't mess with a woman from Colombia. Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.